Yeah, just like we briefed you last Friday, the FCTA administration would commence the taking of possession of the 4,794 properties revoked for non-payment of ground rent. And we started this morning. We've gone to a number of properties and sold them, as we did say we will do. We are now at Wadata Plaza, where the PDP is occupying. That's the property belonging to Senator Samaila Maman Kofi that the PDP is occupying. I think this is the 9th or 10th site that we visited today and that we are selling. So simply to take physical possession of the property had since March been revoked, and we've repeatedly told the holders to ensure that they vacate that, because we said it at that time that the FCTA will take possession of those properties in due course, and that is what we have come to do today.
Okay, Director, sir, were they properly notified because of the political undertone on the PDP, the second, the main opposition party in the country?
Yes, the property holder, whom we deal with, we don't deal with occupants. We deal with the owners, the property owners. We don't deal with occupants or tenants. Senator Samaila Maman Kofi was duly served the revocation notice. And out of abundance of caution, we also came here and pasted the revocation notice served on Samaila Kofi at his Kaduna address, the address on record. Samaila Kofi is the owner of the property, and the address we have in our records for him is that of Kaduna. And we duly served him. This is a copy of the revocation notice and the evidence of service. This is him, served since the 14th of March 2025. And a copy of this was duly pasted at the gate of this building. So I don't know if you are talking of writing to PDP. We don't normally write to tenants or occupants. We write to the owners of the property. That is the person with whom we have a contract.
Okay, so I'd like to ask you, for record purpose. Yesterday, the minister pulled out of, peace agreement.
We are not talking about that one.
I'm driving to a question, sir. So the question would be, a lot of people interpret this as political witch hunt. How would you describe this?
I don't know about that. I'm not a politician.
Well,
Besides that, you are talking of something that happened yesterday. The revocation was done since March.
Okay, I think the SA wants to say
You can.
You see, we are not here for politics.
Can you continue?
If you are talking about, if you are talking about political witch hunt, we have been to Ibro Hotel, we have been to Access Bank, we have been to FRS, we have been to Total Filling Station, Total Petrol Station. We are also still going to other places. Tomorrow we go to places. On Wednesday, and this exercise will continue for as long as we are able to conclude the taking possession of those over 4,000 properties. So are we also going to say all those ones that I mentioned are for politics? More so, this place is not owned by the PDP.
All right, is it possible that perhaps your system might have, faulted some persons who have paid and yet you had sold the properties? Because I know there was a drama that transpired at the FIRS. So is it possible that could have happened?
No, we keep good records. In this case, we are talking of 28 years. The owner of this property, Senator Samaila Maman Kofi, was owing 28 years ground rent. And then FIRS, 34 years. One of them is 25 years. So we keep proper records. When you pay your ground rent, you have to be issued with receipt of payment. Let the FIRS present the receipt of payment issued by the Lands Department or the FCTA, showing that they paid ground rent for 25 years on the property we went to. So those claims are not completely true. You don't just do something and just like some of them, they claim, FIRS too, they claim they own the property. But in our records, they don't. If you buy property, you have to register your interest. The property which FIRS is occupying, where we just sealed before coming here, is owned by Fortunate something Limited. Fortunate Trades Limited. When we got there, they said they owned the property. But obviously, they didn't do what they needed to do so that they will be recognized as the owners.
Okay, Director, sir, can you tell us for this number of years, this what Ismail is owing Crown Rain? Can you tell us how much? And will there be a window if they eventually pay?
What's the next line of action?
Yeah, next line of action.
Well, we have just taken physical possession of the property. Any other thing that will happen will have to be determined in due course. We will not be here to tell you what will happen tomorrow. But as of today, we have taken physical possession of the property because the property has already, since March, he had reverted to the FCTA. It's just that we are coming today to take physical possession.
I think the proper question will be, if they chose to pay,
To pay now,
if they are
what's
going
going
to
to happen?
start paying, will the administration go back on the position of revocation of revoking property?
Well,
that will be the last question.
it will be up to them to approach the Honorable Minister of FCT. He is the owner of the property as of today. If they approach him and he gives them any consideration, that's it.
So you're saying there's a possible window that...
The minister will
Yes,
decide
Minister.
that, not me. I'm not the Minister of FCT.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.